It's live. Yeah, well, okay. See, it's actually on YouTube.
Okay, it's on YouTube.
You should. Eli just told me that he's in the doctor's office. And so he might hop off halfway through. So I'm gonna keep it in the next people, if that's okay.
We're recording and it's on live and everyone should be able to hear and stuff. Yeah. How many senators are on Zoom? Another senators on Zoom. Can you all hear us okay? Any thumbs up or reply?
Yeah.
I can hear. Yes.
Perfect.
We're live now. Yeah, we'll and I think it's probably best if we all scoot closer here because of microphone stuff. Camera's probably easier. Is that why you're maxed out forefront of the camera? Maybe. Yeah. The most sensitive person.
And we still have to.
You should be getting some actually. Hi, Hannah. You're live on YouTube right now. We can have that one bill later. We already removed this one. He did, remember? He did that at the end. He was gone. That man. Out of the way, yeah. You're waiting on that, right? Are we in meeting right now? No, we will be soon. Waiting on one more senator. On clubhouse where it is.
We reached out.
What?
We reached out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually said
Who's to figure out if he's gonna come on the senator or not, because he. If he. Forced to hold him in, to make this thing. Carl, the team. 13 guys like two is. Yeah. So we need one more. Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's go need one more. Is anyone in the Zoom call more than just one person? I know last time we had a couple people on one microphone. No. Yeah, you should be mentioned. Should be mentioned, yeah.
I believe Jake is getting on, requested, what's her name, access to the, but after this.
All right, you got it. Hello. We'll be starting soon. Yeah. Nick, we got some other people. Oh, now we have like way over. All right, so what is our? Yeah, we did 8, and we're at 9 now. Of course, we should have as many people as possible that have accurate representation. Who cares? You're on a life. We're not official yet. Okay, you written that essay that very. I've read that essay. So, wow. That's only 1,500 word essay right there. What did you? In about 2 hours. Comparing politics. What are you comparing? We're comparing comparison. Hard to describe. All right. Yep. All right, everyone, before we begin, make sure, try and keep side talking to the side like John and Brett right now, whenever we get into it, because it muffles the microphone. And also make sure to speak up and towards the TV where we have the microphone. So just a reminder for everyone, so that everyone can hear us out there. So, thank you.
I call this meeting to order at 1:10 p.m. Secretary, you can please call the roll.
Yes. David Scott,
Here.
Ariana Reed,
Here.
here. Trevor Peters,
Here.
Sean Peters,
Here.
Connor Rubin,
Here.
Lou Armstrong,
Here.
Caleb Lobardino, Darby Hay,
Here.
Eli Sugar, Maria Mills, here. Nick Schultz, Dan Trimmer, Trevor Mule,
Here.
Hank McCoy,
Here.
Seth Nidell, Charles Anderson,
Here.
Clark Thomas,
Here.
Brett Shanks,
Here.
and Jonathan Bishop.
Point of order, just for the record, for attendance, Nick Schultz was here, comment, so if the
He's a the
Point of
chair.
order.
Oh, okay.
Point of information.
that's point of order. Order meeting.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. My mic went out. My bad.
You're good.
All right, it looks like we do have quorum, so we'll be moving on to the adoption of the minutes. Now, the executive will be adopted. Moving on to adoption of the agenda.
I have an objection to the agenda, we strike unfinished business, section A of the agenda, the resignation of Justin Owen status, we already voted on that.
Seth Nidell just got off work, so he said he'll be on very soon.
Okay, thank you. And so, all those in favor of striking the Senate Bill 53-21-08 from the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
If you're opposed, say nay. Okay, now get started on the agenda. Okay, so next we'll have committee reports. Eli Trimmer is absent. Is Mr. Tillman on this call?
Oh, there's Eli.
Okay, perfect. Once they get situated, we'll move on to committee reports from Eli Trimmer, Capital Project. Eli, can you hear us?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, can you hear us?
Oh my God, I can't hear anything. No, I cannot hear you. I'm so sorry. Tell you what, give me 4 minutes and I'll be right back. Sorry to anyone having to listen to me right now. I can't hear anything that's happening. I'll be right back.
Bye.
Why are we saying? Can't hear us?
Okay, that was interesting. So, okay, so we'll move on to report. Canterbury is absent, so we'll move on to Sean Peters, Director of Finance.
Currently, we're still discussing changes to the FOC policies, but also the FOC committee will be meeting on Monday to discuss appropriations. That's all I have to report.
Are there any questions for Director Peters? Seeing none, we'll move on to Connor Peters, Director of Public Relations and Marketing.
So this week, the SGA website homepage was refreshed, and I now have access to add press releases to the website. So that is something new that we'll have going forward. Executive board just had their photos taken in the IMC. Those will be added to the website shortly. Senators will have their photos taken. They're also added to the website. Yesterday, our Ultimate Griffin Starter Pack giveaway closed. We had 712 entries, and it yielded great results for our social media, which we will have the exact numbers next week. A winner will, or the winners, the 3 winners will be selected today, announced Monday. And finally, I'm currently working on the branding for the NASCA Missouri Western Initiative, which Nathan, Jashire, and I have been working on all week. That is all I have.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Peters? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to Luke Armstrong, Director of Risk Exec.
So this week I've been working on a drive, that will be happening next week. And so what it is it'll be school supplies, and we will be contacting some of the offices, like the music office, business office, people like that, to host boxes, and you could drop off school supplies, and whoever has the most supplies will, this is going to start a competition that will be year long, and they'll get points for that. If you have more questions with that, I can explain it better. But just for the fairness of the views. So that will be starting next week, and it's Monday till Friday, and then I'll be delivering it the week after. And then, yeah, that's all I have to report.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Armstrong? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to Connor Busick, Assistant Director of External Relations.
All right, this week's been pretty dull for the old External Affairs Department. This next week, I will be meeting at some point with Director Armstrong to discuss the topic for our September 3rd Thursday. We will probably discuss that next week in our External Relations Committee meetings. Those times also need to be decided depending on when we would be able to get this room. Those of you who are already in the committee, I'll send out an email to remind you when that meeting is. Other than that, that's all I have to report this week.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Busick? Seeing none, we'll move on to Jashire Golden, Director of Student Involvement.
Hey everybody, I don't have too much to report this week. However, I will be sending out an email this weekend in regards to PLC, because I would like to have some of you guys on to speak. I will explain in the email. And then also I've been working with the president and Connor in regards of the new initiative that we're implementing. Then thirdly, I have some leadership summit stuff that I want to work on, but that's going to be pushed back. So if I talk to you about the leadership summit, just hold off, but we're going to go forward with the initiative right now. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Golden? Seeing none, we'll move on to my report. I really don't have too much to report on today. Congrats to everyone. I'm making it through another week. Yay. Okay, moving on to the president's report.
Pretty short one this week. The last one was long. We were reporting on the entire summer. Not everything happens that much during a week-to-week basis, but so for this week, our executive board has continued to develop the initiatives that I teased in our last report. We hope to enact some of these soon. And move to our next slide. We are working on a new initiative to promote mask usage and social distancing. As Connor and Shire teased, working on a program called Mask Up Missouri Western. More details will be coming soon to student leaders, but the main goal is we're trying to figure out a grassroots level initiative to support mask usage and social distancing, and trying to just get a more positive attitude towards it, especially after the events of the past couple of weeks. So we want to make sure that we can do that. And then our first giveaway for the year concluded this week. A winner will be chosen after we have validated our entries. However, the initial results, as you can see just from the direct website, is over 700 entries and 175 unique users. So that's, I think, a really cool thing. And congratulations to Connor for a very great job.
But yeah, so besides that, it's been kind of a slow week. If you hadn't been aware, the student union has been boiling hot from the air conditioning that's going out. So we've actually had to move a lot of our work out of the office and into remote. And so that kind of slows us down and gets us having to adjust. But we are still going full steam ahead on our initiatives. And I'm excited to see what we can do. And I hope that we can get you some more information when we get things solidified in the coming week. So thank you very much. And that's the end of my report.
Are there any questions for President Scott? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to unfinished business, Senate Bill fiscal year 21-09, adjustment to the quorum requirement. And MWSU Senate Bill to enact a new policy to adjust quorum whenever a senator is on the agenda for removal. Whereas this is sometimes a problem meeting quorum when senators are being removed, but are not at the Senate meeting. And whereas quorum is defined by half plus one, and those meetings will exclude the senators up for removal. And whereas this will make those meetings more efficient and we won't be hindered by quorum requirements. Therefore, we, the Student Government Association of Missouri Western State University, hereby enact to adjust the quorum requirements to exclude senators on the agenda for removal. Therefore, let it be also enacted that a copy of this bill be sent to Nathan Scott, SGA President, and Taylor Piasky, Dean of Students, for signature. We have a sponsorship fee. Let's see, can you scroll up, please? By Senator McCoy.
I will yield my time to President Scott. Howdy, everyone. Yeah, this is again what we talked about last week. Basically, the idea of this is we want to find a way that can make sure that we can securely continue the operations of the student government in the case of some sort of event where many of our senators are all of a sudden unable to be a part of Senate proceedings, or they are absent. You know, if many senators decide to not show up for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, that we would be able to do that. So it's just a way to make sure that we can continue the government in that kind of event. So yeah, I yield back to Senator McCoy.
Are there any questions for Senator McCoy or President Scott? Okay, seeing none, you have speeches of affirmation. Do we have any speeches of negation? Okay, I'm looking for a motion to previous questions. Okay, Secretary Reed, can you please call roll call vote?
Yes. The ones that are present, Darby Hay. Darby. Yeah.
Okay, so Secretary Reed will be calling a roll call vote whether you are for or against this bill, and he's starting with Darby Hay. Can everyone hear us okay?
Darby just he said his audio is not working. Darby, can you type?
I get in the chat.
He said he's typing.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you. Eli Trimmer.
Aye.
Maria Mills. Aye. Nick Schultz.
Okay, I have a weird question. Like, if we say no, do we have to have a speech after it, or can we just say no? I've always wondered this. And I'm sorry for just now asking.
You can just say no. You don't have to have a speech afterwards.
Oh, then no. Sorry.
Nick Trimmer.
Aye.
No.
Tate McCoy. Bill.
Wait, who'd you say?
Seth Daniel.
Oh, aye. Sorry about that.
Charles Anderson.
Aye.
Brett Shanks. Yes. Charlie Tate. Gotcha, okay. So we have one, two, three names, and the rest are A's. How many more? Four again, okay. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six, 8, so 4. One, two, three, 8 to 3.
8 to 3. Okay, with that just indeed passed. Okay. Moving on to the next thing on the agenda, which is the nomination of the chair of Health and Safety Committee. You have any nominations for the chair?
I nominate.
Do we have any other nominations? All right. If there's no other nominations, we will move to adopt Senator Shanks as the chair of Health and Safety Committee. Okay, seeing no other nominations. All right, moving on to open discussion. Is there anyone that has a point for open discussion?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm just gonna take this time to talk about what I was supposed to talk about a long time ago.
perfect.
Sorry. So just so everyone knows, capital projects, I have received 2 projects that students on campus are interested in fixing. One of them is the crosswalk leveling on James McCarthy Drive. That's that crosswalk that you walk across to go along the bridge down by the nature center. Apparently it is not even. Actually, part of the crosswalk is above the road, I guess. So making it hard for things like wheelchairs and anything with wheels, honestly, whether you're biking or anything like that, to go across it. Also, there has been a request for a new hand cycle for Baker Fitness Center. I have received 2 quotes, and I will be in talks with Baker to see kind of what they are thinking about, if they can, or if we can split this cost, or if it would be just SGA covering the entire bill, to get some better estimates on what you guys would like to vote on and things like that. So those are just 2 things that Capital Projects has done. I know I'm supposed to update you guys every week. Again, please, I have like 0 people on the committee, so if you want to join, please help me out. You know how to reach me. Thanks, that's all.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Senator Turner?
Okay, so I sent an email to all the senators regarding getting your general information, P numbers, cell phone numbers, your whether or not you have a name tag, stuff like that. So make sure you check your emails from me and get that information to me as soon as possible. Thank you.
Are there any questions for Secretary Reed? Are there any more points for open discussion? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to announcements. Does anyone have any announcements?
I have it. Also, just don't forget to drive next week. Please contribute as much as possible. I know it's a financial thing, so if you can't, that's fine, but if you can, please.
Thank you. Are there any more announcements? Okay, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Second. All right, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for participating. Thank you. You're great.
You want to turn off the light stream? No, we're gonna keep it on. That way it's fine.
Oopsie.
And that is like online.